This is the backup generator used on this off-grid application. This is a Honda 6500 watt generator. This generator has a built-in inverter which allows it to be a pure sine wave power supply. This is a backup generator only used when the solar panels don't create enough energy for the batteries to be fully charged. Then this generator gets started manually and feeds all the power needs into the home, charging the batteries to full, bypassing the excessive power in through to run the home while the batteries are charging. Very common in off-grid applications. Honda generators. A must, a need be. Inside the house, this is the battery bank. These batteries are around 250 pounds a piece. Each one of these batteries, these groups of batteries, are 4 batteries here and 4 other batteries, 2 underneath this cabinet and 2 underneath this cabinet, for a total of 8 of these batteries. These batteries are made by Surrett in Spring Hill, Nova Scotia. They are one of the best batteries you can buy for an off-grid application. These batteries power this whole property. I believe these are the 5000 series and they're somewhere around 400 amp hours. These batteries are wired in 2 banks. As you can see, this has to be 1 bank. This bank is wired in as a 6-volt battery times 4 batteries equals 24 volts. This is a 24 volt system, and the other 24 volt system behind me in this lower cabinet, they too are wired in series. Both battery banks wired in series then connect together in parallel. They create one large battery bank at 24 volt. This is the inverter. This inverter is a 110 volt inverter. It's a DR series made by Trace. Well, Xantrax bought Trace, the company, out. It's now a product of Xantrax. This is a 3624 Xantrax inverter, modified sine wave. This inverter is 24 volt, 110 electricity, and it is 3600 watts. This inverter is connected directly to the outside generator. When the generator starts, it goes through this inverter, and this inverter charges the batteries directly. Here we see the DC disconnect. Everything that goes through this DC disconnect, all components, each one of them is on a separate circuit inside this DC disconnect. Should there be any problems, these switches that are in line will break, eliminating any hazardous or issues that may occur. This is an MPPT charge controller. This charge controller is made by Outback. This is a maximum power point tracking charge controller. The solar array comes directly into the house, into this MPPT charge controller, converting the solar power through this charge controller. It then sends it directly into the battery bank. Here's the battery bank with the top secured on top. Inside that battery bank, there's a ventilation system for when you equalize your batteries. Equalization is done once a month. What it does is it sends an overvoltage into the battery bank, and the exhaust vents vent gases outside that may be harmful. This is a sealed unit, this battery box, and has a vent gas vacuum with a fan operated 24 volt fan that when you equalize your batteries to overvolt them, the airflow moves through this vacuum, sending it down through the floor, out the outside wall, and vent gassing all gases outside that may be harmful. Here we are in Pictou Island on an off-grid application with the homeowner of the property, Ray Docker, and his wife, Corine Cameron. Ray, have you sacrificed anything for this off-grid lifestyle?
No, sacrifice. No, I mean the sacrifices that I've made are ones that, when you think about it, and the energy consumption of this world are probably to the benefit of the society and ourselves. We like clean living, and this is the cleanest living we can get.
So the reason for you to go off-grid in this lifestyle is independence, Ray?
Yes, yeah, certainly. We live on an island. There's no grid, electrical grid, so you have to supply it yourself. Either you're running generators, or you're going to be using solar as an alternative. This is wind.
The overall big picture, you've done it your way. Would you have changed your mind on this off-grid lifestyle?
No, our experience has been very positive. Living here in Pictou Island, it's the solar power that we have has allowed us to live a lifestyle that we like to enjoy.
What's the return on your off-grid investment, Ray?
Well, I suppose that from what we put into our solar system, that it's probably 10, 12 plus years. It's about what I think would be the break-even point.
This off-grid solar array consists of 8 panels. They're a Kyocera panel. Each panel is a 135 watt panel. Multiply all 8 panels by 135 watt and you come up with 1020 watts, or a 1 kilowatt solar array. These solar panels are a Kyocera panel made in Japan. These Japanese panels carry a 20-year warranty. Considering your investment for 10 years to be paid for allows you the other 10 to carry over for free electricity. Behind these are 5 propane cylinders. These propane cylinders run all the propane needs for this off-grid home. Each propane cylinder is a 100-pound tank. For a total of 5 tanks equals 500 pounds of propane. These tanks eliminate the 220 in the home and convert all of the 220 to propane, allowing for a solar array to be eliminated in size, eliminating the cost. These propane tanks operate a dryer, a hot water tank, and a cooktop range. We'll be back after these messages. This off-grid home's main heat source is a wood stove. The homeowners use somewhere around 4 cord of wood a year. That heats the home. Here in front of us is an organic garden. Inside this organic garden are many different kinds of fruits and vegetables. Some of them are potatoes, peppers, asparagus, radishes, herbs, carrots, rhubarb, blueberries, raspberries, beets, squash, spinach, peas and green beans. They have taken off grid to the extreme. Here we see mainland Nova Scotia from the Ray Docker residence in Pictou Island. The water between is the Northumberland Strait. This water is between Pictou Island and Nova Scotia. This distance is roughly 10 kilometers. This island is somewhere in between the middle of Nova Scotia and PEI in the Northumberland Strait. 10 kilometers from each direction will bring you to either Prince Edward Island or Nova Scotia. We'll be back after these messages.
Homes here. It's the high point of the island.
front, way far ahead. There's.
Oh, geez, he's way down then. Because normally he'd be coming from this direction.
Was that right?
Yeah, he might be.